Am I streaming? I'm like, oh, I'm flipping my hair. Am I here? Am I here? Ryan's on his way in right now. But I was having a weird YouTube glitch. I was off of the live streaming page because I was working on other stuff, you know, answering questions and stuff. And when I went to click live stream, it like all of YouTube froze up and was giving me monkeys with wrenches and saying a 404 error or something like that. So I had to close down the whole page and opening it back up again. And now you're here. And I see you guys in the chat. I've been in here for a while. I'm sorry I'm late. But I'm super, super excited to see you all tonight. I've got a nail that's catching on everything. That's bothering me. Okay. We have Faithful Fields, Homestead, Wasteland Acres, Dolly Perry, Shelley Huffman, God's Third Acre, Heather Fulcher, Loma Acres Homestead. Did I say Wasteland Acres? Shelley Huffman, Kim Couch, Reap What You Sow, Lejeune, Hey Todd, New Winchester Farms, The White Picket Fence, Sampson Farms, Jess B Farm, Blue Eye Lathers, Grace Junction Homestead, Vina Trollslayer, Creating Essence, Built on a Rock Homestead, Faithful Fields Homestead, Sampson Farms, Two Wild Onions Homestead. Whoops. I just skipped when I was reading people's names. I'm trying to read people. The Experimental Gardener. Welcome. Claire Burke. Hello. Sharon Kakershvili. Jackie Rivera. Inside Kate's Kitchen. Kate, I'm so glad you are well and here with us tonight. Genevieve Green. Christine Ives Brooks. Stivers Homestead. Hello. Candy Cuddle. Homesteading with the Heberts. Deborah E. Sarah Downer. I am making my way, guys. Once I get to the end, then I'm stopping. And you guys will just have to say, hey, you didn't say hi to me. And I lost where I was, so I might be at the end. Sorry. Did I say yes? Okay, Sarah Downer. Max Happy Homestead. Edel Hanley, glad you could make it. I know you're at the market right now. The Chick Guy is here. Jessica Chaffee. Willow Creek Homestead is here. She found us. Good job. And it wasn't coming up for Jen either. So obviously I was having some kind of glitch on YouTube on my side of YouTube because it wasn't coming up for me either. I couldn't open my live show. Lucky Ladybug Homestead. I love that. I love that name. That was actually the first tattoo I got was a ladybug, so it would bring me luck because ladybugs are lucky. Goldshaw Farms, hello. Glad to have you here moderating. And Sunshine Farms moderating. We've got Dolly Perry and Goldshaw Farms, Willow Creek. Who else? I saw Vina Trollslayer a little bit ago. Love how quick you put that beehive back together before you took off. Well, you know, when you have a bee trapped in your hood, you kind of, but you can't like leave the bees uncovered. I had to put them back together. I couldn't just leave them there. Hello, Tracy Jones, Daisy a Day, and Ryan. Hello.
Hi.
I think I said hi to almost everybody. Some of the people that came in towards the end, I'm getting lost here. Because there's 79 people in here, so there's no wonder.
And you got it on top chat.
And so, all right.
Did I miss anything?
I was having a glitch. A YouTube glitch. Like, I was in the other window because I was on my dashboard answering comments and stuff. I had a bee in my bonnet. Yes, Shelley Huffman. And when I went back to click live streaming to open up my scheduled live stream, it crashed. Like, it was like the monkeys and 404 error or whatever or something like that. So I had to close out the whole YouTube and go back in again, and it still took a while. Like, I clicked on live streaming and it sat there spinning for a while. And Trisha and Jen, but two of my moderators, could not find my live show. So that's weird. I'm surprised you didn't get notifications, because I actually got a notification while I was in the other room getting my water, which I think I forgot.
No, I got notified when I came in the door. I thought it was you replying to my message that said I was incoming.
Oh, that's weird. All right, guys.
I would have been on time if I didn't have to give drenches.
And who you give? Autumn
and Precious.
and Precious. Okay. Good. I got my notification on my phone when you went live, but not on the computer. Interesting. Drench is shuddering. So Trisha at Willow Creek, last year she had 2 does that both had hypocalcemia. She was having to drench like all the time, and it was calcium drench. Ew. Calcium drench burns going down, so not fun for them. I have not been getting live stream notifications. Yes, seems to be a common problem. I went to another YouTuber. I went to the end and you popped up. That's weird. It was horrible. It was just horrible. Trisha's. But it seems like she seems much healthier. Apple seems very... If she is hypo this time around, I will scream. She might be a little hypocalcemic, but it's not going to be as bad. I mean, she already seems like she's in better shape and condition this year. So I think that the year that you've spent babying her and bringing her health up has been really good for her. And I think that she's going to do just fine. Her goats do the 3rd. So basically any day now. Hello, Paige. Good to see you.
I wonder if she does barn checks like you do.
No, she's probably not as obsessed as me. And she doesn't want to know, because then she'll be obsessed. Okay. See, last time she sat out there in the shed for so many hours. Remember? We thought she was in labor for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Because she was doing the head stretching and everything, and turned out she was hypocalcemic. Anyway. So.
We broke 100.
Oh, cool. I am so sorry, New Winchester Farms. Oh, that's right. Yes. How is it doing? The one that got the bungee in its mouth. I hope it's okay. It sounds like it might be okay. I'm glad you were able to catch that when you did. No, he didn't get stung, even though he was wearing shorts. No, Kitty is doing great. Her and the babies are bouncing around the pasture like they've been here forever. We got to burn horns Sunday. That's what we're doing Sunday. I knew there was something I was scheduled for Sunday. So for those of you that are in our Wholesome Roots Farmstead Friends Facebook group, you know that at the beginning of this week, we had a very horrible, tragic thing take place on the homestead with one of our goats. And it could have ended much worse, but it was extremely difficult and awful to go through during the time that it was happening. I was alone. The kids were here, but I had them in the house. And we had a very severe situation. So Precious, one of my most precious goats, she's the first doe that we had as a breeding that we chose of our own. We had other goats born, but none of them were from our own breeding. She's the first Wholesome Roots ADGA name. And she was the only one from this buck that we used that year. Was Thunder? Is that his name? Lightning? Tornado. Yeah.
Twister, Tornado, something like that.
Tornado was a beautiful buck, and he bred 3 of our girls that year, but they all had bucks except for her. Except for Shady had Precious, and it had a doe and a buck. So we were very lucky to have Precious as our special girl. Well, over the past week, before what happened at the beginning of this week, I started to notice that she seemed a bit standoffish. Not like lethargic or anything, but like she wasn't really hanging out with the rest of the goats. So I checked her eyelids first. The first thing I do when I see a goat acting off is FAMACHA. What's the FAMACHA score? There's got to be something wrong with this goat with parasites. We've had a bad year of parasites. We've had a lot of pale eyelids. Well, when I checked her, her eyelids were white. And I just choked up. That's just the worst feeling in the world for a goat owner, is to find that your FAMACHA score is at a deadly level. Not fun. So I immediately began with my aggressive parasite control formulas that I do for parasites when I know there's a parasite issue. And I did that for 3 days, I think, and there was no improvement. And she started to act worse and worse. And, well, not necessarily worse, but she wasn't getting any better. And usually they start to get better. But she never had diarrhea, which was kind of strange, because usually if a goat has parasites, they have diarrhea. Plus, she was fit looking. She was healthy looking. She had shiny coat. She was plump. And so after not seeing any improvement, I was like, all right, she is not well. We have got to do something more drastic. Let's do the chemicals. You know, like, I hardly ever do it. I could count on one hand how many times I've used the chemicals because I was scared I was going to lose a goat's life. And we did. Yes, the wet makes those parasites just awful. And it's been hot and wet, which is the worst combination. I'm not really paying attention to the chat. So, Ryan, if you see anything that's important, moderators, if you see anything important, please bring it to my attention with all caps. I just want to tell this story and get it out. And then we can chat a little bit. I thought she had parasites. I thought that I was giving her a chemical dewormer to help her get over it. Then, the next day, she was worse. And I thought, did the chemicals make her worse? Because they're toxins. And then, was it the day after that? Yeah. So, I gave her, this time I gave her iron as an injectable instead of orally with the red cell, because I had been treating the anemia with red cell. And then I thought, all right, I'm going to give you an injection of iron because clearly there's something that you're not getting over. And I know it's not the parasites because I gave you the chemicals at the proper dosage so you could get over it. And the day after that, she was acting worse. The day after that, when I went out in the morning, I was like, she was laying down in the corner and she wasn't getting up when everybody else got up and came running over to the food. She just stayed there. And so I waited. I got everybody out, and then I was going to go tend to her and drench her with more herbs and everything. And that's when I realized that her tail was wet. And I was actually on the Marco Polo with Trisha from Willow Creek Homestead, who I cannot thank enough for being there for me. And I said, that's weird, and I touched her tail, and I'm like, it doesn't smell like poop. You know, being a homesteader, you're not afraid to touch the wet tail. I was like, she must have just backed up into her water bucket. How weird. And then I went to go get her drench ready, and I came back in, and she was standing. And I saw that she was actually in the process of... This is a trigger warning for anybody that's dealt with loss of pregnancy. Please leave if you need to for a few minutes. She was in the process of miscarrying a baby, a little baby. And it wasn't going good. And I'm going to skip through the details because I would not want you to know the details because you don't need nightmares. It was awful. It was horrible. It was graphic. It was hard. It was difficult. It was horrendous. It was the worst thing I have ever been through as an animal caretaker in all of my life. I can't even describe to you how bad it was. Even if I told you how bad it was, you wouldn't even know how bad it was because I couldn't even tell you some of the words used for how bad it was. Trisha was there with me. She was on Marco Polo the whole time helping me because I immediately went into a severe panic attack. Horrible, severe panic attack. Like, couldn't breathe, couldn't move, just awful. And all I could hear was Trisha saying, "You've got this. You've got to do this. You've got to do this. You've just take a deep breath. You can do it." And I just kept on talking to Trisha. And she said, "Be farm tough." That's right. And I got to the point where it was done. Hours later. And in my discovery during that time, I discovered that she had one baby that she had already lost quite some time ago. So she had twins. One of them that I assisted with, and the other one was in the corner when I found it, and it had been gone. So she had lost one of them a while ago, long before she started showing symptoms and became sick. So the reason why she was sick is because she had lost one of her babies and it was becoming infected inside of her. And that's why she lost the other one. And it was awful, but I got through it. Barely. And I lost so much of my innocence. Like, I'm scarred for life. And there are images I'll never get out of my head. And once I realized that she had the infection inside of her uterus, I knew that I had to do a uterine flush before her cervix closed back up again, because I actually had to get her cervix open again in the process. So I did the uterine flush. Thank God I had tubing equipment for just in case a baby was born premature and needed to be tubed. Same thing works for the uterine flush. So I put the antibiotics inside of her uterus, flushed that all out, and gave her a shot of antibiotics. And it was very hard because the entire time I was blaming myself. I thought that I caused it because of the treatments I was giving her. It wasn't until the panic attack had passed and everything, and I was able to think about it the next day and two, I was able to really process it all, that I started to realize, no, she was sick. She would have died if I didn't think that she had parasites. I didn't know she was bred. Apparently, at some point when she was in heat, Ryan put her in with the box, and I didn't remember to write it down, or he didn't remember to tell me. Who knows? I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not at all. I don't hold any, this is not anybody's fault. This is just what happens. And it's scary and it's awful. And I will never have anything worse than that on the farm. Honestly. Unless, I shouldn't say that. But I really honestly cannot imagine anything worse than what I had to go through. And it was really hard because it was emotionally hard. The babies. And then the mom. I don't know if I hurt her doing what I had to do to get it out. I don't know if the infection that's inside of her uterus is going to kill her. You know, like all of these emotions just... Whew. So I had to just... I mean, Trisha forced me to do it, you know? She forced me to do what I had to do, get it done. And... oh, Sweet Pea Farm. I'm glad you understand. It's kind of weird to say I'm glad you understand, but then again, it's not something most people understand. So, the bad thing is we lost Precious's babies. I mean, and nearly lost her. But the good news is she's up, walking around and eating. She's got a lot more energy, not all the way back. She's still laying down in the corner of the pasture.
She stumbles going into the stall.
A little bit on that big step.
Yeah, she always ends down and then she gets up.
But in the morning when I pour food, she pushes through to get it. So I have a very good feeling that she's going to be okay. I have a very good feeling she's going to be okay. Thank you, Megan, Creating Essence. I hope that I was gentle enough in my talking for that to not traumatize anybody. But if any of you guys ever have to go through anything like that, you can now call on me. So yeah, it was awful. And the panic attack was awful. I was so much pain the rest of the night and the next day, physically and emotionally. Annie Rook Annie? Is that my Annie from Massachusetts? Because you called me Rosemary. So I'm kind of guessing you might be my Annie. Oh yeah, we wouldn't have had time for the vet. Our vet's 2 hours away. So I knew it was one of those things where it was like, okay, this is one of those times where I would call a vet, but I don't have time to. She absolutely, her cervix had started to close and she wasn't done. So I had to very gently and carefully stimulate her cervix till she was done. And it was very hard. Yay for eating. Yes. Her appetite is great. So that's good. Yeah, it was awful. And yeah, the panic attack was awful. There's just the up and down emotions. I thought Trish was the vet. Yes, she was. She was my farm tough. So that was the tragedy that happened. But we got through it. And I think she's going to get through it. And I'm wavering, teetering back and forth with the anxiety and the panic and emotions myself this week. But the last 48 hours have thrown me a whole different curveball. So guys, when we talk about the ups and downs of homesteading, the good, the bad, and the ugly, we're not kidding when we tell you that the good far outweighs the bad. And we have a perfect example of that for this week.
Do you have the video ready?
Okay. Does anybody have any... So before I move on to the wonderful miracle that has pulled me out of my deep, dark depression area that I was going into, does anybody have any questions about what happened with Precious? Or anything with that? 10K! Woo woo! Okay, so the 10K wasn't even what pulled me out of it. So I had just gotten 10K when this all happened. So it was really hard for me to be excited and joyous about the 10K subscribers because I had the worst possible thing in the world happening to me at the same time. Yes, Precious should definitely be able to have babies again. Whatever caused the first baby to pass away early on in the pregnancy was probably not any type of thing that would prevent her from having a perfectly healthy pregnancy in the future. People think you're preggers. Well, no, we're not. It's like, no. Precious has not been a mama before. Okay. Trisha is not pregnant either. Okay. That's all right. I know my husband is so handsome, isn't he, Heather? I think so. I've always been in awe that I was able to catch him. The very first time I saw him, I was like, he's gorgeous. Carla W says, Paige is pregnant.
She forgets what's under this.
That's not true. He has a baby face, you guys. When I met him, he had no beard, and he has a beautiful baby face. Well, not baby. It's still manly, but no. He's he's all that in a bag of chips. So... Paige, you would be a great mom, I have a feeling. Annie says, wait, is Ryan pregnant?
Yep, I'm pregnant. I'm about 1 hour pregnant with a food baby.
Okay. I'm going to show you guys a picture that happened today. It's something that started tomorrow. Started tomorrow. It's something that started yesterday to show that it was going to be this very soon, but to have it happen overnight. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be in the room either, Annie. Okay. All right,
we're taking our crops to market.
Right. Sweet Pea Farm NY. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I didn't do it right. You guys can't see that, can you? And I just lost everything. Okay, wait. I'm going to get you back. Hold on. Well, I didn't lose you. You can still see me. Okay, guys. Are you ready? Should I do the video or the photo?
The video. For sure.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should start with the photo.
No.
All right, where's OBS? OBS has to share. Oh, I'm not used to doing this, guys, so bear with me for a minute. All right.
I thought you were just going to hold your phone up to the screen.
I'm not stop streaming. Scene 2. That's what I got to do. All right, there we go. And then I minimize it. Okay, I got the chat box still up so I can see. Can you guys tell me?
It's there.
Is it there?
Yeah, it's there.
So you can see what I'm looking at?
Your chat's covering. No, it's there.
I'm going to squish my chat. Okay. So, that's Autumn. That's Autumn. That's Autumn. That's Autumn. That's Autumn. That's Autumn too.
Wait, who's that?
Guess what? That's Autumn. Like, wait, let me go back to this picture. You see how her foot is not positioned correctly yet? She's definitely not there, guys. Don't get too excited. Even though I bet you are. That's Autumn. That's Autumn. And here we go. Where you going, Autumn? You gonna walk? You gonna take a few steps for the camera? Oh, you're gonna pee. She hasn't squatted to pee.
She can even squat
in
a little bit to pee. That's
months,
amazing.
guys. Do you know what a
take a few
miracle
steps
that
for Daddy
is?
to see? Come on, Daddy's home now. He wants to see you walk. Take a few steps. I know you can do it.
She's like, stop it.
There you go, girl.
Yay!
Girl.
Oh my gosh, just
Don't
watching
spin,
it
don't
again.
spin. You can do it. Just keep yourself from spinning.
She wants to go in circles. This
Oh,
leg here is
good
weaker.
girl.
She's having more trouble with it than
Yes.
the other three.
Oh, she's gonna lay down.
She's all
She said,
done.
"Oh no,
She's
you're gonna lay
tired.
down. Not gonna lay down."
This
yeah,
was
you're
like
laying down. She said, "I've been walking a lot today, Mom. I'm tired."
So this was like the 20th
miracle.
time that this happened. And I can't see the comments, so now I'm going to open it back up. Guys.
So just yesterday evening, I came in to report the huge breakthrough.
No. Yeah, yesterday morning I texted you and I said, Autumn just stood up.
I know, and
she just stood up for a split second. She pushed on all four legs and was like, boom, stood herself up. And that was it. And then
yesterday evening, I went out to the paddock because we've been having her out with the other goats, and I stood her up and I took my hands away and she stood up on her own for 30 seconds, sat down, and then she got back up and she stayed up for over a minute, and I came in and told her, and we were both like super shocked that even happened. So from yesterday evening to what's happened today I was at work and she sent me a Marco Polo of where she left the goat and where the goat was, and she was like, she had to walk to get there.
It was legit like 6 feet difference from where I left her, and she was standing
so like
when I
overnight,
came in.
This is like overnight stuff we're talking about. And
overnight, guys.
After that video that you just watched this evening, like where I just came from, when I went out to put up the goats, she saw me from across the yard, and she went, "Dad!" and she stood up.
Ask Trisha. I showed her on Marco Polo. She just popped up from the ground and stood up.
And then she
on
started
her own.
And then after I went down there, she started walking down the hill like 4 steps, and then she does this circle thing and then plops down, and then she stands back like she wants to get up now. She knows what to do, and she knows that she's just got to keep doing it until she gets it right.
She's gonna get it right. She's determined. She's determined. Like, it's all her. It's all, I mean, just a miracle, and all of my prayers answered. I have prayed so much, you guys, and I know so many of you have prayed too with me on this. And I just kept on picturing her running through the pasture with the other goats and bouncing along. And I've watched so many videos of recoveries, and I just hoped and prayed for it so hard, guys. It was the one and only thing I wanted in this world, for that precious girl to be up on her feet again, because she is amazing. You can see it in her eyes, guys. You can see it in the way she looks at us, the way that she gets this determined look, and she's like, I'm gonna do it. She's just so full of sass. And I knew that giving up on her wasn't the right choice. There were so many discussions, so many nights where Ryan and I laid in bed talking about, what are we going to do if Autumn doesn't get better? What are we going to do? You know? And
we always said if
we said we would know if it was...
she didn't give up, we're not going to give up.
Yes, that is what we said. I need a cocktail. This has been a roller coaster. Yes, and the walkers. So what changed here most recently is that we readjusted the size of the walker and extended the length dramatically. And that's when she started being all pushy with her legs and really showing some improvements, you know? And then she did it. She took off. And I mean, we could have given up at any point. Most farmers, like farmers, real farmers, would have given up in the beginning. They would have put her down, put her to sleep, and she wouldn't have been another thought. I mean, maybe another thought, but I mean, even my good friends that are homesteaders are like, you're crazy, Rose. Like, why are you putting yourself through this? Family members said to put her down, you know? And I'm like, no, like, she's a part of our family. And she was from the beginning, from the day she was born, and she just took to you in that video that you sent me. She just ran to you. And when she was just born, she wanted to be with us. She didn't want to be with her family. She wanted to be with us. Oh, and you know, 4 months ago, she was walking around the house when Meg and Ben and the kids were here from the Holler homestead, and she was playing with them. And the week that they were here was the week she started not walking well again. And she started going downhill. And that was the week of Thanksgiving, I think, that we knew she was, like, going downhill. And it's been 4 months, guys. 4 months of multiple times a day cleaning her, working with her, stretching her, doing the physical therapy, giving her all kinds of vitamins and herbs. You wouldn't even believe how many vitamins and herbs I've put through her. It's been a journey. Miss Marked Pants, we have some videos detailing. She had a selenium and vitamin E deficiency that led to white muscle disease, which caused her muscles to not work anymore in her legs, and then became completely disabled. Her legs were just floppy pieces of flesh under her. She didn't use them at all. She couldn't push on them. She couldn't bend them. She couldn't move them. I had to hold her up with pillows. And then as that faded and the selenium was treated and the vitamin E was treated and the muscles started to show a little bit of movement and a little bit of twitching and stuff, we began the physical therapy and we continued to. And at that point, she had muscle atrophy. So when you don't use your muscles, they stop working. And so we had... the biggest battle was the muscle atrophy, getting that back under control. But she's still got some issues, and she's still got a ways to go. She's off balance. She's got like one shoulder's higher than the other, and it makes her breastbone point one way. And so, and there's something, that front left leg, I still wonder if she didn't sprain it or something. I just spent 43 minutes. I don't know about a recap. Googie's Fairy Farm. I would love
in the chat
to have you go back and watch this later and find out. It's a long story. And there's great video involved with it that I shared in the live show. So, oh yeah, we do. So I massage her when we bend and just everything. She has a wheelchair that she has physical therapy in. We try to make her walk with that. We try to, just get her moving in every which way that a goat normally would move.
Yeah, and the stuff that you guys haven't, we show you guys.
We don't film it all.
We show you guys so much of what we do here, but it's impossible to do everything. Especially, I do the evening chores every night. I work all day. She's probably filmed a vlog that day already, so I don't take a camera most of the time. But the physical therapy in the evenings, I put her in the chair, and I work with each leg, picking up on her back legs and her pushing down. It's like resistance training, and her back legs are really strong. So working on her front legs, but just doing that, having her in that chair, trying to make sure she does the correct posture. But after so long of laying on your side, one side in particular,
yes,
you're like.
So she has a favorite side that she lays on, and I think that's why she's off kilter, because she always tucks that leg under her. And she lays on that, and she lays on the other hip. And she's got some balding areas on that hip that were, she's not going to look like a normal goat right away. But I think she's going to walk. I mean, she walked today like 12 times, guys. That little video that you saw was just the icing. That was at the end when she was tired. So, yeah. I had to pull out my cell phone to do that. Because I didn't bring my camera out there with me. I was just going to check on things, It's amazing. It's a true miracle. Oh, good. Thank you, Dolly.
Yeah, when I put them up to not put the goats away and the rest of the herd comes, running out
Barreling
the gate,
down.
And she's like, hey, you forgot about me, and she stands up.
She did?
Yeah.
When the other goats?
But she couldn't come, and she was
Downhill.
going downhill, but she did come like a step, and then she's like just standing there like, all right, what do I do now?
And then she screamed for you, didn't she?
She didn't scream. I ran out there. I was like, look, you've done enough today. I picked her up. I was like,
oh, you're such a good daddy.
I put her back in the barn and put her down to have her dinner. And I gave her drench of herbs and everything, and she stood up. I was like, take a break, girl. Let it recover overnight.
Yeah, she's probably going to be sore.
You guys can imagine what it
going
would be
from
like.
nothing to that. I mean, yesterday she stood up for the first time in 4 months. Did not take any steps. She just stood up. Today she was taking steps. Autumn is not a normal goat. She's a super goat. We need to get her a cape. I actually have a little video of her in a cape on my cell phone from when she was walking, from before she went to not walking. Play some music again with some rocky music to it. Eye of the Tiger. Oh, she is a ninja. Our little ninja. She's a fighter, guys. I mean, she's so tough, and she's so brave, and she's so committed. And Ryan being so committed to her, too. Just, he wasn't ever going to give up on her. Autumn was like his baby from the minute she was born. I've never seen him bond to a goat like that.
It's because Rose was out of town, and I'm the one that found her, and she came to me. Like, her mom wasn't being so accepting of her from the get-go, so.
She needs her own YouTube and her own Instagram.
She's going to have her own Twitter.
Yeah. I do want to put together, I think Sunshine Farms, Jen said it a little while ago, a documentary-ish type video of all the stages we went through with her. It's going to be hard now because my files were moved to the other hard drive. It's going to be weird. I'm not going to know where everything is. But, yeah, we gave our all. I mean, we made a lot of sacrifices to get to this point. And it paid off. It paid off. I really hope that she makes a full recovery. Like, what we saw was beautiful and great, but I want to see more. I'm ready to see more.
I want to see her just staying up and being a normal goat.
Yeah. And, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she has, like, a weird limp. It's, you know, that's not a normal gait or something. But, dude, just being up. If I can get to the point where she walks herself out to the pasture and walks herself back in, then that'll be a job well done.
So
the boys sacrificed for Autumn too. They were really good at taking care of her too, especially when she was inside. I'd be like, boys do this, boys do that. You know, they were really, when she was inside still, it was a lot of work. The pool has made it a much easier job. Yeah.
And I don't think that's going to contain her for much longer if she keeps it up.
She's going to have to go in the stall. So, yep, there are good days and there are bad days, but we will definitely be celebrating the good and pretty grateful for how good it ended up this week. So, thank you, Subiet. I appreciate that.
It's Deb in Georgia.
That's the one that I was telling you that she said she could sew some elastic into the bee suit. She lives in Georgia.
Okay.
So, bye. It's over.
That's it. Shutting it down. We got 10,000 subscribers and our goat can walk. Bye, y'all.
No more videos from us. And you know what the awesome thing is about the tragedy of this weekend is that last weekend I filmed 4 videos. So I didn't have to film or edit while I was feeling down in the dumps. So I had videos I had to edit them. So I stayed distracted by editing videos and getting them out. And so I didn't have to film anything this week. So everything that you've seen this week was from the weekend. Like all at once. We have some intense weekends, don't we? So, not to change the subject, but is that an African gray in the background? I wish. It's a blue-fronted Amazon. I've always wanted an African gray. I know, we've got more minutes left. Okay, so another huge, big, amazing thing that happened this week, Carla W., is that Carla is sending us tractor tires. Oh, yeah. Ryan is like, this guy, he didn't believe me. He made me pull it up and show it to him because he didn't believe that that anybody would be so generous and sweet. So thank you, Carla. I really, really appreciate it.
I was delivering. I was on a delivery up in South Carolina, and she messaged me that, and I was like, "What? No."
That was pretty amazing.
No, I have not got the garden tilled yet. I'm working 6 days a week now, just FYI. So that day, the tractor day, that was Sunday? That was last Sunday, and so I haven't had a chance to do anything since then.
How about your plants? My African gray is 32 years old. My plants are doing really great. They look amazing. He's Square. How old are you? 39? You're 39 this April, aren't you? We go by April because he's the same age as my sister, and my sister and I both have birthdays in April, so. We don't know what his actual birth date is, but we know that he's the same age as her. So he'll be 39 next month. We say that month just so that we have something to go by. Yeah, what a wonderful blessing. I only said that because I knew you would end up with a dozen tires. Oh, that's so sweet.
Anybody
get out there with a hoe? Sleep is for amateurs. I've actually been hoeing a section trying to get an area that I can plant my cabbages in that are waiting to be planted.
I actually do not sleep very much.
Oh, yes. Sunshine Farms has the prettiest artichokes in the entire universe, and she made me so jealous that mine looked puny. So I potted them up into a bigger pot, and they look so much better. So I definitely have to say, if you're growing artichokes, start them in a bigger pot, maybe. I do need to name a baby goat after Carla.
I'm going to have to give my tractor a name it after Paige and Carla, because Paige got the front tires for the tractor.
Yeah. The Max Happy Homestead, thank you. Have a great night. Oh, your Gray's a psycho? I'm sorry. I've always heard that they were so much more friendly. My parrot's a psycho too. It's alright. We're all a little bit psycho, aren't we? What a relief, guys. Carla!
Stop it.
Carla Page. Page Carla? Carla Page. Ooh, I don't know. Thank you, Carla. So sweet.
By the time I'm done, I could say Paige and Carla tilled our garden for us.
That's right. Hey, Two Family Homestead. You missed the big announcements. Oh. You'll have to go back and watch this one. It's worth it. Hey, Bandana Grandma. You missed the big announcements. We're sorry you did. You'll definitely want to go back and watch it. I haven't seen you in a while, Bandana Grandma. How are you?
Wow, we have 133
133 watching, so we'll probably stick on for a little bit longer then, huh? Carla's gonna make us cry again, right now? Oh.
Two Family asked if you're pregnant?
No, that was the guess. That was quite a few guesses.
No.
Do say squirrel on this channel too. We can. We love Blake squirrels. Still digging up dirt and rocks in the milk stall. It is a boring job, but watching live shows makes it less boring. Awesome, Curie. I got on just in time to hear in the news the hesitant homesteader. Yay! If for those of you that didn't see, we have videos involved with the news we had to share with everybody. So we're super, super excited. Have a great night, Goldshaw Farm. We'll see you later. Thanks for moderating. I have to keep up with Paige. Oh, Carla and Paige are in competition now.
You should give them a wrench or something.
Those are both dangerous women.
Oh.
I'm kidding. They don't need to do any extra work. Being a moderator is hard work.
It's symbolic.
Beautiful friends, I have to run. I'm sorry. Family life is yelling at me. Bye, Trisha. I want to meet the famous Autumn. I know, right? Oh, what an amazing tale, though, huh? I mean, this week has just been incredible. And, you know, what's funny is tonight's live was supposed to be all about 10,000 subscribers. And you know what? That's so much less important than what we had to share with you guys. So I hope you're not disappointed that it wasn't a 10,000 party. Don't push. Yes, they drew all over their faces. They called them tattoos. So my kids want to have face tats when they grow up, apparently.
And by the way, this is a squid.
It's a squid.
Jellyfish, yeah.
Don't give that to him.
Why not?
No.
I want it.
These lives feel like family conversations. Yes.
I need it though.
How many of your goats are pregnant? Well, who knows, Ryan? How many more did you impregnate? We know that 2 are, or we think that 2 are. So.
Quiet, please.
Oh, okay. For those of you coming in late, we had a tragedy at the beginning of the week. We had a very dramatic miscarriage with Precious that nearly cost her life, but she seems to be on the mend. And the week ended with Autumn yesterday stood up. And today she took steps by herself. She stood up, like stayed standing up. Like, not moving, but stayed standing up. Walking is a little harder, so she usually starts to walk and then falls, or she'll start to walk in a circle because her left front leg isn't as strong, and so that's the way she goes. And so, yeah. It is a complete and total miracle. She literally overnight is walking again. And I'm just beyond... I mean, not walking again, but she took steps. It's like when a toddler first starts learning to walk, when you're like, oh, they took their first step. They're not actually walking yet, but they do usually start walking pretty quick after that, don't they?
Yeah.
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 Sweet boy. Hi, Rowan's hand. Somebody.
I see it.
Oh, he's watching on his dad's cell phone. You funny, Rowan. You funny. So this has been an incredible week of ups and downs. Thank you, God's Third Acre. I really appreciate you joining us. Look at High Swale. That's his beluga whale. Our friend took us to the Georgia Aquarium last week, and Liam got High Swale.
I told it High Swale.
That's what he named it. It's High Swale. Paige says hi, Rowan and Liam.
Hi. Hi.
Say hi, Paige.
Hi, Paige. Hi, Paige.
Can you guys say hi?
Hi.
There are so many more ups and a lot less downs, for sure.
Hi.
Downs are just so down.
Hi.
Oh, okay. You're
Okay.
hurting my leg by leaning.
But
Thanks.
T-A-B-L-I-T.
What?
Papa.
Tablet? You don't need a tablet yet.
Papa.
At the end of the night, the boys get their devices so that mom and dad can watch Poldark.
More peacefully.
More peacefully. Smart kid!
Ooh, is it almost,
Natalie says, hi, sweet
Sometimes
kiddos.
I read minds.
It's almost time to watch Poldark.
Yeah. Are you going to be selling ginger again? Oh, it dried out. Oh, yeah, freeze it next
Now
time.
my hair is so tiny.
Your hair is so shiny. Yeah. You want another haircut? So I asked him today if he wanted another haircut because it's getting to that point where Carla says nice tats. I want another toy, boys. Yes, they do often say that. Oh, good idea, Sunshine Farms. I actually used store-bought last year, so you'll do fine with it.
Funny.
I asked Liam, he's getting to the point where he's either going to cut it if he's going to keep it short or let it grow out. Which did he want to do? And he said, I want a mohawk. So we might just do a mohawk. His birthday is on Easter. So, and my birthday's the day after. So I thought maybe he could have a mohawk for his birthday. Or maybe before that. We'll just shave the sides.
I see you.
I see Natalie from Hey It's Good Life joined us.
All right, guys, stop.
Hardneck Farms, you're here. Johanna Bass or Bass?
Boys.
Bass is here. So a lot of people are coming in late. Are you coming over from another show that's just ending or what? Because just so everybody knows, every Friday night we go live at 8 Eastern Standard Time. So you can join us every Friday night at 8.
What? What?
Ryan and I actually had an anniversary. We had our 9-year anniversary on Wednesday.
What?
And didn't really do anything. Didn't celebrate or anything because of everything we were going through emotionally. It was kind of hard to. This is a dirty foot. This is a dirty foot. This is a dirty foot.
All right, guys.
Living on a dime just ended. Okay. I didn't know they did Friday Night Lives.
We make a lot of funny stuff.
If you haven't tossed the ginger yet, you can.
A lot of funny stuff.
You can make it into a powder for cooking. Oh, that's a good idea. Is Ryan 9?
Quit.
So yes, we'll have to celebrate our anniversary for my birthday, maybe, huh?
Maybe.
I get to combine the
Another
two.
one, my boy.
On your birthday too, yes. Well, I don't get to celebrate my birthday anymore because I had a kid the day before my birthday.
My birthday.
So now it's his birthday. All him. And you too, Rowan? No.
No.
Me too.
Well, when is my birthday?
When is it?
May 30th, but when is my birthday coming in May 30th?
After April. Then it's May.
Then it will be a different May 30th and not May 30th, like June or something.
June's after May. You're
Oh.
getting there.
What? How did I know that?
You're getting there. You're figuring out your months.
And also, I have that in there.
Hey, Laura from Green Raven.
I'm really also that in there. Ah.
Did I miss?
Oh, ouch. Okay, guys, y'all are. All right, you're a little too much.
Oh, goodness.
You wait. You can wait.
Oh, I hope that you were able to warm her up. Remember, no foods internally or medicines internally until their temperature is 101 or higher.
Foods in the foods.
The 27th is our anniversary.
Not for real.
Oh.
I need to go pee.
Well, then you go.
Well,
There you go, YouTube.
how many thousands of people will hear Liam announce that he has to pee? Probably not thousands. Our live shows don't get that many. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. I guess we'll wrap it up. I hate to close it out when there's 123 people watching. So while Ryan's not acting impatient and kicking me under the table,
Do that.
he's not. Exactly. If you guys want to ask any questions, we can open it up for question and answers for a few minutes and see if there's a good heavy good heavy activity. If there's 123 watching, I'd hate to just sign off and leave y'all with nothing to do on a lonely Friday night.
I do have to work tomorrow.
Friday night.
Yes. I don't care where that foot has been, Deb. When a child presents you toes to eat, you eat the toes. Let's order pizza and veg out. Yep.
Wow.
The way things are going, it won't be long, and you will have thousands watching your live stream soon. Oh, thank you. That was sweet of you to say.
Yeah.
Here's his toes. Dig in.
Aw.
Here's the foot.
Anytime, you guys, for those of you that I have helped with your goat situations, where I've talked you through things and helped you out anytime, and I mean that. Are you going to do plant starts this year? Is that a question for us? For us, plant starts. So we started our brassicas and our tomatoes and peppers and eggplants and ground cherries and things like that needed to get a head start. But most of the rest we direct sow. So cucumbers, squash, pumpkins, beans, corn, okra, peanuts, they'll all be direct sown. Oh, for sale. Well, I wasn't planning on it, but I have my bee guy asked if he could buy
great.
tomato starts from us. So I'll be selling him his tomato starts.
Don't.
Any of my friends who want tomato starts know they can get them from me. We're not going to be going to a farmer's market per se because I don't know how my health will do to sign up. You can't talk like that because that's very interrupting.
What did I
You
talk?
can be cute and snap, yeah. So because of my Hashimoto's, I don't know when I'm gonna have a flare, so I can't commit to a weekly farmer's market. But there is a possibility we will be selling when we want to at a very close by local market that is very new and that will actually be helping them start up. And ours. No, we're not talking about that. Oh, it's not public. Dang it. I didn't say that, so I'm just going to retract that last statement and just say we might be able to sell some stuff. Here and there.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Mommy.
In a way that's comfortable and easy for me. That I can not have to overcommit myself and get a Hashi's flare and not be able to do it and feel bad for backing out.
Dolly Perry says VW is live.
VW is live. Oh, right. All right. Great. For those of you that are interested, VW Family Farms is live. You guys go over there. Tell them Rose from Wholesome Roots sent you. And Rose and Ryan sent you.
And me.
And let them know.
Me too.
And Liam too.
It doesn't matter to most people. North
Rowan.
So yeah. Go if you're interested in watching. Oh, Liam, Paige asked you a question.
What?
She says, "What does Liam want for his birthday?"
I want a toy that is a racer that dives by itself when I want to dive it.
You want, say that again, a race car that you drive?
Yeah. And then it to just do it when I want to do it when I'm somewhere else.
And you can bring it to other places. Wow, Moms to Bushels Homestead, thank you. I really appreciate that. That is so sweet of you. If you have any questions I can answer, I'd be glad to. Ride? No, not ride in. It's not. Hey, you gotta sit down. You got underwear on. You don't want something you can ride in. You want something you can push?
Yeah.
A car that you push?
Yeah.
But you have like 100 cars. Like, literally. Ride on or toy size? You want one that you can ride on or that you can play with?
Both.
Both? I suppose if you asked him any question, he'd probably say both.
He's easy to please.
He is easy to please. He is. And he has a million toys. So, he's...
Finger up.
Thumbs up. Thumbs
Thumbs
up.
Mm,
How about an electric tractor, Carla says.
yeah.
Yeah. You like that idea?
Yeah. Idea.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he's so excited. He's ready for this birthday. Sweet boy.
When will my birthday back?
2 more weeks. 2 weeks and 2 days.
The next time when my other birthday is done, said when I have my Easter birthday.
Your Easter birthday?
I could have it, and then when the other birthday comes, then I do it at our house.
And then your other birthday comes, you have it at our house. So he wants a toy at the Easter birthday when we go to his parents and when we come to our house. A worm bin for Liam. Oh, Dolly, that is a great idea. You love your worms.
Yeah.
He could be a worm farmer.
Oh my gosh.
And I could just be a catcher of worms.
I could be a catcher of worms.
He's easy to please, you see.
He's so sweet.
All right.
Paige, I got dibs on the electric tractor, Carla says.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I know.
How
on
would
you.
someone contact you for help with ghosts if
I
needed?
really know on you.
I really know on you. I really know you. Yes, and the worm castings for the garden. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool.
A tink, head.
Me and Kyla gonna fight.
Yeah!
Y'all are so adorable.
A neck heart.
You can message me on Facebook anytime, day or night, on our Facebook group, on our Facebook page, my personal Facebook. I am open all the time. He loves catching the worms.
Oh.
He walks around with handfuls of worm. If I'm working in the garden, he comes up. It's empty. If I'm working in the garden, he comes up to me. Mama, did you find me worms? And I have to sit there and pick out worms to give to him because we have hundreds in our garden. So we don't really need worms for the garden. We could collect worms. We have red wigglers in there. There's red wigglers and European earthworms. So he could collect all the red wigglers and put them into the worm farm, right? Oh my gosh, what a brilliant idea. And there's no more water in there.
But I peeled him.
Oh, Jane A. Golden Pyrenees, you missed so much. You have to go back and watch. You have to, okay? Because I can't even.
Hands in my eye.
Yeah, this empty, Liam.
But do you hear? It's inside.
He hears something inside.
It's just a little
It's gonna get one drip.
drip of bubble water. All right.
All right. Okay, before Paige and Carla start duking it out, we're gonna go. You guys. All right, Carla's got the tractor. Paige gets the car. Did you say car or truck? When you were first asked, when I said Paige wants to know.
I want truck with
A truck.
line.
With a line. Okay? Paige, you got the truck. Carla, you get the tractor. Everybody happy? And if anybody gets him the worm farm, let me know that you've gotten it. Send me a message because I actually might look at that for, because we haven't picked out anything.
Yeah, maybe we should do that.
So we would like to get it for him if somebody hasn't already done it.
All right.
I'll bring my semi. He can drive it. Yes, Paige. He would love to see you for his birthday. Oh, whoa!
All right. You just splashed your one drop of water on it.
Well, he got it out, guys.
All right. They're dropping like flies.
Okay, guys, we love you. We are so glad that you're here for our crazy adventure that we call homesteading, like Trisha used to say on her channel. I don't know why that just came out of my mouth. And we appreciate everything. We appreciate your subscribers. Those of you that are subscribed, we appreciate every time you like a video and give it a thumbs up. We appreciate every time you comment. Every time you watch a video, you are helping our family. And I appreciate it. And I just want you to know that there are some horrible, horrific tragedies that happen on the homestead. And there are some amazing miracles that God provides. So please don't give up on the dream, even if you've been through something horrific. Know that there are things ahead that you couldn't even fathom happening like that. So thank you.
That.
Oh, you did it. You snapped. Oh.
And for those of you that came late, do go back and watch.
Do watch this one. This one was worth watching. The whole story. Don't miss a speck of it. And yay, autumn. Yay, autumn. And praise God, because I know it was in my prayers.
I'm so happy that we got 1,000 subscribers.
So happy we got all 10,000 subscribers.
Oh, 10,000 subscribers. I thought he was saying foot to drives.
No, it said 10,000 subscribers.
Yes,
All right.
That's what he said.
Good night,
I love you
everybody.
guys.
Good
Oh,
night.
Twin Cedar Farms, you have got to watch it over
Bye.
again. I discussed the whole tragedy and the whole entire miracle, and it's worth watching. Don't show his
I
backwards
hope
underwear
you
butt.
see us next time.
I hope you see us next time.
Bye.
You really do have to watch it. It's worth it. Even if you watch it in 2 times speed or fast forward or something, watch it. And you can stop at the part where I talk about autumn.
It looks like
And I'll probably make an Instagram post or something, and I will definitely be including it in a video in the future. So,
Here.
but definitely the live is a amazing story. Thank you guys for watching. You know the drill.
We'll see you next time on Wholesome Brew.
I hope you.
Peace.
I hope you tell my house and hug us. Peace.
Oh.